Hi, it's Perry with PapercraftingThreads. Today I'm making a woven background card. It's a great way to use up scraps. If you'd like to make one, I'm happy to share how. Run the embossing buddy over any cardstock being heat embossed. Stamp the image with Versamark ink. I'm doing a couple extra B's here because I know I want to make multiples of this card. Sprinkle the stamped images with gold embossing powder and tap off any excess. Finally, heat emboss with a heat tool. I'm stamping the sentiment from the Splendid Thoughts stamp set in Sahara Sand ink on Sahara Sand cardstock. A piece of Post-it removable labeling tape holds the bee die in place and is easily removed from the die cut image. I'm using the same piece of tape to hold the half circle die cut over the sentiment. The botanical piece is cut from a piece of soft seafoam cardstock. Here comes the fun part. I cut 6 half-inch wide strips, all of them different patterns, from the Splendid Day pattern paper. They're about 5 inches long. I'm weaving them together loosely, leaving about 1/4 inch between strips and using the grid paper as a guide. A drop of multi-purpose glue at the strip intersections holds the weave together. Trim the ends of each piece to a different length. Flag each end. I'm using paper snips to do this by cutting a little way into the middle of each strip and then cutting from each corner to the top of the cut. You could also use a banner punch or a square punch to flag the ends. While I intended to use the soft color side of the pattern paper, I had a nice surprise when I flipped the weave over and decided I actually liked the foil side better. A few of the strips were still too long, so I did a little extra trimming. Load up the back of the weave piece with dimensionals, especially at the intersections of the strips, and use cut-up bits of dimensionals on the extensions. I placed my weave piece on the diagonal for an added bit of interest. Before adding dimensionals to the back of my sentiment, I checked where the already raised strips were and strategically placed the dimensionals so they wouldn't overlap. I stamped the rest of my sentiment in Fresh Freesia ink on Fresh Freesia cardstock. A few more well-placed dimensionals pop up the rest of the greeting. A glue dot on the front of the die-cut botanical holds it in place tucked in behind the sentiment. And one more piece of dimensional pops up the bee. More details and some variations can be found over on my blog at If you like this project, please give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button to be notified of new videos. Thanks for watching!